consider to be the oil money of today. Yes, when I say the oil money of today, trust me, I mean the oil money of today. So before we kick off right now, I want you to do me a favor. Just get in your pen, get in your paper or your notebook. Get your notebook, your pen or your paper, so you can take notes. Now, the business model we want to talk about today is actually called cryptocurrency. We have two tools we're going to be using to make money, and I know a lot of persons already are aware. Some of you guys are already part of this community. So we are using two tools. Number one is called cryptocurrency. The second one is called the robots. So we're going to be looking at we're going to be looking at different insights on how to make money with you maximizing cryptocurrency and robots. So with me here tonight is Mr. Chibike, who is happens to be one of our coach here in this business model. He's going to be teaching us how we can be able to walking us through step by step the process, every single thing that is required to make money, leveraging on this business model, combining cryptocurrency and a robot to make money. So a business model that have been able to help us raise over almost $1.4 million, about 1.3 plus something, getting to $1.4 million in the past 1 year and plus together. So have been helping a lot of persons, different students in their different levels and categories to make money from the internet. So just with your smartphone, you can do this. And if you're ready, Mr. Chibike, you can kick off this meeting right now. Let's write on. By the time we are done, I'm going to come back again to give us not just conclusion, but to share something very insightful and very powerful with us as usual. So you can get started right now.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Boss Gideon. I really appreciate this moment because, it's always good. It's always feel good to, speak to the general public, and not just only that, to offer value, and all because of what you have done for us, all because of what you have invested in us. And we decide to give back without restriction. And I must say, may God bless you for all this you have been doing for our community. And I believe that as many as, in this meeting tonight, I hope you are prepared because this night is going to be special. I'm telling you the honest truth. Now, before I get into this particular training tonight, I would like to help you understand that this young man speaking to you by the name Chibike Christian Ome did not just fall from, nowhere. I came just like every other person in this particular place. As far as you are on this particular training tonight, it was around 9 p.m. Few months ago, I stumbled across a training like this. I listened to Boss Gideon. I listened to him speak. And that made, a big difference for me. And while I listened to his voice, I took it for myself. I saw his result. I said, if he could do this within this few time, in this particular place, we're using this particular business model, I will be able to do the same as well. And that was how, I put myself together. I started learning the process. And within some few months, a lot of miracles started happening. But how did we get there? You see, growing up, I had a desire to help my family because, I came from a humble background. Things were not looking that nice. So because of that, we're trying as much as possible to see how we can move away from where we were and also, maybe to be able to provide for the family. And this led to me leaving my school to, serve as an apprentice. And I went into an apprenticeship, which I served one of my uncle for complete 80 good years. And you see, after these 80 years, I was settled. He settled me. But guess how much he settled me with? He settled me with 300,000 naira. After 80 years of my life with him, that was when I knew that this life is not as easy as it is said. Because I was thinking after service, once you are settled, before you know what is happening, you will become a guy, you start buying cars, building house and everything. But when I saw that the money that was given to me could not even get a shop, that was when I woke from my slumber. I started to start, scratch from here and there. I decided to start from where I was. Getting a shop alone took away the money. And that was, my fate. So, but I managed to start anyhow. I started that particular shop, borrowed goods on credit, and I started managing myself on the line. And all of a sudden, a lot of things started to happen. That was when I realized, a lot of people do speak and they say, just pray that Nigeria does not happen to you. When Nigeria happens to you, you will understand there are different continents in this particular world. So that was the case. Nigeria was happening to me. Economy was dealing with me. But that was when I knew that, things has to change. But I didn't know how. I started to scratch. All of a sudden, my business folded. I started going into different things. I started afresh. And I looked back. I saw myself. That same young man who had a big dream, who was thinking that after these 8 years, it is all over. This time around, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be helping my people. I'm going to be doing a lot of things. All of a sudden, I saw my dream crushed. I saw myself starting afresh again. That was my story. And at this point, I did a few things, learned a few things, did all kinds of menial job along the line, trying to find my feet again. And along the process, received so many insults. One of it that woke me up. I do remember this, and every time I tell my story, I can't forget to remember that particular incident. Was a time I traveled to village. That was last year, 2024. I traveled to village, coming back to town. I didn't have enough money. Going to one of my friends I respect so much. We all grew up together and everything. But all of a sudden, life has, a bit better for him. He made a caricature of me. Something I used to watch on television started playing out in front of me. That was it. I'm not joking. And that showed me that, in this life, you just need to answer. You just need to fight to see how you can liberate yourself. Because nobody is coming to your rescue. I'm telling you. You see, that was when it dawned on me that things have to change. And when I came back to town, of course, people have been telling me, people make money online. I was not kind of online thing. No, I wasn't paying attention to online stuff. I have heard a lot of negative stories about online and others. But this time around, I was at my eureka moment. And that was when I made the decision. Whatever it is, I'm going to be looking into this to see how I can find an opportunity to help myself. Some people start to talk to me about TikTok. And that was how I started going to TikTok. I didn't have TikTok before. Before then, I'm serious. I have to download it. I have to start going there. I have to start following people talks about business, crypto things, and every other thing. And one day, one night like that, around 11 p.m., I was just scrolling. And I found a video of our coach, Boss Gideon, talking about a robot that can trade the crypto financial market on autopilot. Why I'm laughing is because I remember that night very clearly. And that was how I followed him to the Telegram group, where I accessed the link to join a training the following day, a 9 p.m. meeting like this. But you know what happened? When he started to lecture, a time came when he showed his result. And when I saw that particular result, I don't know how it happened, but I took it for myself. I started to see myself making such amount of money. And that was the whole thing that I needed, that fueled my desire to dig deep into whatever he's teaching us. I believed it for myself. And that was one thing I tell everybody. You just have to see it for yourself. You just have to believe it for yourself. Because without that belief, you will not even have the desire. But that is not why I'm here. The reason I'm here is one thing, one assignment. And that assignment is just to help you understand how this young man who struggled, who came to see this business at the most down part of my life, happened to be able to be generating almost more than $30,000 in less than 30 days. I'm telling you. And tonight, I'm going to be proving it to you once again. That same thing I heard that looked like a fairy tale, I saw his result. It was unbelievable. But to me, I saw myself handling it one day. And of course, in this particular environment, we have done crazy things. That in this particular space, using the same business model, I, Chibike Ome, have been able to crush a result of generating over $10,000 in less than 30 days. In less than 10 days. 10 days, I broke the record. A lot of people that may be on this training tonight, if this is not your first time or second time, Maybe you have been joining us for quite some time. You must have seen when I started that particular account and took it from $0 to $10,000 within 10 days in crypto space. And that same robot that does this magic is what I'm going to be explaining to you tonight. There is not too much story, but it's going to be accompanied with results. And that result is not to intimidate you. No, the result is just to help you understand that there are still opportunities that have the capacity to transform your life, irrespective of where we are coming from, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your race or ethnic groups. Here, what we do is a universal business. Wherever you are in any part of the world, it works for you and it can work for anybody. So tonight, I'm going to be sharing my screen to help you understand this same business model that will help you to achieve a lot of things. See, today I've been able to buy my beautiful car through this particular business, a Mercedes Benz. Today I've been able to build a house in my father's compound through this particular business. Today I've been able to establish a business, building an investment, a hotel, which is at 99% completion right now through this particular business. And not just only that, all these things are achieved in less than 1 year. And I can tell you that this can be that fast. So sit back and ride with me. Whatever that is to distract you tonight, put that aside for these few minutes you have to spend with me. Because at this point, we're going to be hitting it hard to understand once again, how do you use this particular business model to change your life? Especially this time that we are expecting the crypto bull market. Because here we have heard a lot of stories of people who their life was changed. But here, it changed for our own sake, and we tell the testimonies, not hearing from others. And the next could be yours. So now let's ride on. Now, at this point, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to be sharing my screen to help you understand exactly what we do here. Now, if I share my screen, I'm going to be showing you directly about this particular robot. What is this robot all about? This robot helps us to trade the crypto financial market and helps us to make profit at will. And the most beautiful part of it is that it allows you to be 100% in control of your capital. And not just only that, it is novice friendly, meaning that you may not know anything about crypto space, but this particular robot will help you to trade. Even as a novice, you will be making money while you are learning. And that is one of the most beautiful things I enjoy about this particular robot. That's why I'm so excited to bring it to you tonight. Now, listen to this. When you click on this place, you can see market. It is obvious that what we trade using this particular robot is what? Is crypto market. Crypto market. Are you with me? Right? Crypto market. So now, while we trade the crypto space using this particular robot at this point, it is obvious that with this, you can trade any of these coins and you make money for yourself. Now, if you scroll down here, now look at this. You will find different coins, and up here, you will see the number 1 is BTC. The number 2 is Ethereum, Solana, Wi-Fi, and SRP, MNT, TA, Home, Flock, ENA, Trump, Pump, Doge, Camp, Sue, Ada, Link, and so on and so forth. Now, what is the beautiful part of this? If I click on this place, on this boat, I'm going to show you how this robot helps us to close the deal. Now, the goal is to use the robot to launch these particular coins, and the robot, through your setups, closes these particular trades at will for your sake. Whether you are sleeping, whether you are at work, whether you are working, whether you are awake, it closes this deal for you. Now, if I look, if I click, if I show down, you can see home. This is a coin closed at 4%. That is $120. You can see camp. That is at 4.84%, $130. You can see KSA, KAS. at 1.40%, that is $42. You can see KMNO. You can see it at 1.57%, that is $47. You can see how the robot helps us to generate profit. That is what we are talking about. That you, who are a novice in trading space, can use a robot to close deal for yourself back to back. All you need to do is to understand how to apply a simple setup, and you'll be on profit every day, every time. Now, the question is this: how do you do that? How do you end up being on profit? As you can see on this place, once it loads, you can see this is $30,577. And can I shock you? This is not even the account I showed you the last time on our last training, if you're not aware. Because on that account, if you check it, somewhere around this place, you will see that account I had somewhere that I made over $3,000 in a single day. And there are places you I made over $2,000 and everything, but it's not here. Meaning that it's not this particular account. But I'm going to be showing you that account on our next training. All right? I'm going to be combining, showing you these two accounts at the same time so you understand what we're talking about. Both of them is over 30K as I speak with you. These are the two last accounts I started to use recently. But this night is not about my account. It's about helping you to understand that you yourself, who is listening to my voice, can do the same thing using the same business model. All you need to do is to understand how to apply these setups. How do we set up this robot? How do we do these settings? And you will be able to make some good money for yourself. Now, how do you access this robot in the first place? You can do this business as far as you have a smartphone. You can do this business. As far as you have a smartphone in your hand, you can do this business. So this is not a business that requires you to go and get a shop and pay 500,000 naira for getting a shop, or 1 million naira, or any physical office. No, you can do it in your comfort, anywhere you may find yourself, in any part of this world, as far as you have a smartphone in your hand. Now, once you have a smartphone, what do? Getting access to this particular group, to this particular training tonight, you must have maybe having access to our groups, our WhatsApp group or Telegram group, or maybe somebody invited you to this particular training. All you need to do is to request for a link to register and download YouTrading. You request for a link to register and download YouTrading. Now, once a link is given to you, you put in your email, then it will take you to a place where you will download this particular app, and you download it in your phone. And once you download this particular application in your phone, you needed to do one thing again. That thing you needed to do is to download an exchange of your choice. Now, what is an exchange? An exchange is like in this nature. For example, let me show you. If I click on API Connect, now I'm on home. Let me go back. I'm on home. This is the home page. Now, if I click on API Connect on this dashboard, it will bring me to this interface where it shows me different exchanges. For some of us, for the sake of those who this may be your first time of joining this particular training, right? Maybe you have not heard anything about crypto exchanges before. Now, crypto exchange is a place where you can trade the cryptocurrency, where you can buy and sell crypto coins. Now, this particular exchanges ranges in this manner. You can see Bybit, you can see Binance, you will see BitGet, you will see OKX, you will see Bitmart, you will see KuCoin, you will see MEX, you will see Gate.io, HCS Global, you will see Kraken Sports, you will see Kraken Futures, you will see Binance US, you will see Bitfinex, you will see BingX. So these are different exchanges you can use to trade the crypto financial market in any part of the world where you may be. Now, why are there multiple exchanges here? That also means that this particular idea with this robot to trade the crypto market for you is built on a decentralized nature. What does it mean for something to be decentralized? It means you have an independence. This is not a broker. that you have to, everybody will have to bring money and they're all trading under one broker. No. This is a place where you can access an exchange that is peculiar to you, or that you like the most, or that is working in your region or your environment. If you are listening to me from Europe, from Asia, from different part of the Africa, you can use this robot independently, choosing an exchange that works best in your territory. That is exactly what my message is all about. So meaning that this is not a group where we have to contribute money to be trading, to be taking return on investment, ROI. No, this is a platform that allows you to be in control of your capital. Are you with me? That is what it is, right? So now, what do you do? Once you have downloaded any of this exchange, you need to do what we call API connection. API connection. Now, what is API connection? API connection is a situation where you connect this robot to the exchange you desire to use. Let's assume you decide to connect it to Bybit, for example. If you come to this place, you just need to tap on Bybit. It will bring you to this place where you see quick and you see normal. Now, on this quick and normal, if I click on this normal, for example, if you want to connect it through quick way, you can click on this authorization. It will have to load automatically and connect you to this robot, to this your exchange. But let's assume it doesn't work, maybe based on server issues, right? You just click on normal. If you click on normal, it will bring you to this interface where it shows you the sign that look like a wallet up, and also a sign that has a delete button there. You just click on that wallet sign. When you click on wallet sign, it is meant to load and bring you to a tutorial where you can understand carefully, step by step, on how to connect your API to your what? To your robot. And once you are done, you are good to go. So once you have connected your robot to your exchange, it means that all the coins in your exchange that is trading in your exchange will be showing on the market. So this particular place, you can see the home that gave me profit is now is trading here. Are you seeing it? It's trading here. So I can launch it to this particular trade right now. Okay. So, but now let's proceed first. Now, when you look at this, you can see the market. Now, first of all, I want you to understand what is behind our motivation. Why do we believe so much that we can make so much money in crypto space? That anybody who decides to use this particular business model have a chance of creating success for him or herself. Why do we believe such? Because we understand the value of this market. Now, when you look at this market valuation, you will clearly understand that there is so much money that comes into this particular space every blessed day. These are 24 hours volume. Now, what does it mean? It means the amount of money that came into crypto market under 24 hours. Tomorrow, it can change. Now, when you look at this, you will see $173.06 billion under 24 hours. What does this thing tell you? It tells you that as far as you have skill, as far as you have a tool that have the capacity to help you make this money in this market, you can go home with as much as possible. And that is the beauty of what we do. Are you seeing it? So having understood this, or having understood this, we now proceed to launch an attack into this market to make as much money as possible. And that is the same process I'm going to be teaching you tonight. Now, pay attention. If I click on this trade, this is where the robot allows me to access different use cases of this particular robot, different features that can help me to trade this market and make profit for myself. Now, if you look at this place, you will see spot trading, right? Automated. You will see this automated spot trading plan, and you will see the automated futures trading plan, meaning that you can trade this market using the spot on autopilot. You can trade this market using the futures on autopilot. This is a robot that allows you to trade this market automatically without you even setting up this particular robot by yourself. All you need to do is to allocate a particular amount of money and the robot will trade for you and drop your profit in your exchange. That is my joy. So you can use automated. We have other ways as well that can help you to make money. Just follow me. Now, if I click on this synchro is simply an idea that this particular robot has, right? That this particular robot has, that you can follow a lead trader. All you need to do is to sign up under that particular trader, and you can follow the step of what they do, the kind of trades they launch. On this particular place, of course, I have activated my synchro trading, and maybe later we will share the information for others who might want to follow my trade. Now, and that is by the way, meaning that you can follow lead traders and actually launch a trade when they launch a trade, or follow a particular direction they follow, and you can be on profit 247. That is the beauty of this. Now, if I click on this signal, on signal, the robot allows you to enjoy free signals. Signal is what people pay for. People sign up for signals from different places. Maybe you have someone who have the capacity to analyze the market, and the person might decide to charge some dollars for providing those signals for you. But the robot does a very excellent job through the indicators in the market, allowing the users to explore different options that can help them to leverage the crypto market, meaning that the robot works tirelessly through the indicators to detect some coin that has a good entry and gives you a signal to trade those coins, and you end up in profit. Now, and that's why you can see there is a spot trading signals and there is long trading signals. If I uncheck the spot, you will see every trade here is on long. And this particular place, because market is moving up right now, the robot is giving you a signal. This is just pushed. This is 5 minutes ago. This is 30 minutes ago, to enter this particular coin on long. And when you enter it on long, definitely you will be on profit. It's an idea the robot is giving to you to launch a trade. Now, if I click on this short and I uncheck the long, it will show me every coin that the robot recommended for short trade, right? Meaning that it is giving you a signal on these coins. This is the last one here is 4 hours ago. Now, we recommend when you want to trade this particular coin on signals, you look for the ones that say just pushed, because those coins have a time frame that they can give you profit, because the robots have analyzed and see that this market is going to go this direction at this particular point, and when you take your chances in that direction, definitely you will be on profit. That is the goal. That is the goal there. All right. So you follow our guidelines, our trainings, our strategy on how to trade the signals, and definitely you will consistently be on profit. Now, and that brings me to the last 4 utility, which is what? The manual robots. Now, the manual robot is a place where you have compendiums of robots in one place, making it possible that you have varieties of robots to use to take advantage of the market. That is to show you how advanced and how vast this particular robot is. Now you can look at this. You see AI DCA Pro on the spot. You see AI DCA Pro on futures. You see Martingale spot and you see Martingale futures. You see AI DCA spot and you see AI DCA futures. You see AI grid on spot. You see AI dual grid on futures. You will see DCA spot and you will see DCA futures. Now, what does this thing mean? This is simply robots that allows you to trade the crypto spot market or the crypto futures market. Now, you may be wondering, for some of us who this may be your first time, why is it that every robot has spot and futures? Now, the reason is because when it comes to crypto trading, the 2 most profound way to trade the crypto market is either on spot or either on futures. So because of that, the robot is divided into parts. There are some of us here who may fall in the category of trading spot, definitely you will use spot to make a lot of money for yourself. Anybody can trade spot, whether you have 100 billion or 1,000 or $100 or even $30. You can trade on spot market. That is the advantage. Then the futures market requires big, as at least you have $100 and above. That is when you can use the futures market. Now, how does it work? If I click on AIDCA Pro on spot, this is a place where it allows me to determine how I want to enter the market. For example, I want to trade on, let's say I want to trade on SRP, I want to trade on Dodge, I want to trade on ADA. Now I click on this and I click on confirm. Now when I click on confirm, it brings me to this interface where it allows me to impute how much I want to trade these coins with, and also determine my take profit. Now, what does that mean? It means that once I have allocated the amount of money that I want to trade these 3 coins with, and allocated and also impute my take profit, all I need to do is to click on launch. And when I click on launch, this coin will trade for me. And when they reach the take profit, the robot will give me profit on those coins. That is how simple it is. It is not difficult to set up. When you view or take a look at our strategies, it's very simple. Now, we recommend, for those of us who might be wondering, okay, what if I don't have enough money? Can I also participate in this business? Of course, the business is actually for those who may not have enough money, but they want to get started in something that can change their life. And also the business is for those who may have a lot of money, but they want to increase their portfolios as well. They want to improve their finances as well. So it welcomes everybody, both the rich and the poor. All you need is a simple formula, is a simple strategy on how to put this robot into use. And however much capital you have, you can play your games in this market and you make your money for yourself. Now, and for that reason, we recommend, if you want to trade in spot market, we recommend a minimum at least $30. You don't have at least $30. You can start the spot market. You can have $50, you can have $100, you can have $1,000, you can have $1 million. But once you have like at least the benchmark we recommend is at least $30, you can trade the spot market, and gradually you will grow your capital and you can do big things like the big boys. That is the beauty of this. So now, when I go back to this place, I will consider also the futures market as well. How do you trade the futures market? The futures market is quite simple and easy. How is it quite simple and easy? Because it allows you to definitely, launch these particular coins according to directions of the market. For example, if I select on SRP, Dodge, and also ADA, and I click on this particular confirm, it brings me to this place where you see initial position settings. Then under the initial position settings, you will see directions. Under the direction, you will see long, you will see short, you will see indicator hedging, you will see indicator direction. What do they mean? It means that if you want to trade this particular market on futures, we recommend at least minimum capital of $100. You can have $10 million, you can trade the futures market. So, but we recommend minimum at least $100. Now look at this. Once you have your capital, the question is, which direction do you want to trade this coin? If I switch back to my exchange, you will definitely see that market is going up at the moment. Let me check. So you understand what I'm talking about. So you will definitely see that this market is going up at the moment. Now you can see 111,200 and something. Now let's take a look at what is going on here. So if I look at the 15 minutes candle, you will see the market is building up, right? To establish, to go back to where it came down from. And that is the beauty of it. All right. So meaning that if you launch a trade on long right now, that's why you can see every coin here is shining green. Now you can see Solana is also powering and doing amazingly well. You can see how Solana has been going up. So now meaning that you can launch this particular trade. So when you come to this place, you now give direction. Now you can decide that, okay, I want to trade this coin on long. According to what is going on in the market as of the time you want to set up your trade. This is an example I'm showing to you. So you impute your parameters, determine your take profit. And once you are done, you click on launch, and the robot will enter the market and trade for you. If I decide that, okay, this market has gone up, and I'm expecting that this market will go down, I put it on short, and once the market is going down, the robot will launch a trade for me and deliver on profit. Now, let's assume I don't know the direction the market is going, but I want the robot to pick a direction for me. Or maybe if the market is either long or short, then I've decided that, okay, I'm going to use both long and short. Then I'll place it on indicator hedging. Indicator hedging will launch two trades simultaneously. If it is SUI, it will trade this SUI on short and trade it on long. Meaning that when this market is going up at this particular price, once you reach my take profit, give me profit. When you start coming down, when you reach my take profit, you give me profit on short trade as well. Meaning that you can make money whether the market is going long or the market is going short. And that is the beauty of it. Now, if I don't want to use that, I can choose indicator direction. What does it mean? It simply means that, oh, I don't know the direction this market is going, but robot, I want you to pick a direction for me. Meaning that this robot will activate based on the energy that is in trend line at that particular moment, either long or short. It will trigger it on the process. And once it reaches your take profit, it will drop the profit for you in your exchange. And that is the beauty. That is the simplicity of making money here. And that is why if I go back to this place, you will see some of the coins that has traded, closed, and you can see all of them is on long. So you can see it here. So meaning that for quite some time, this particular robot, I trade some of the coins that I know was going up at a particular price. Either I used indicator hedging, or I used indicator direction, or I used a long direction and others. But this particular trade closed on long. And that is what I'm explaining to you. You can make money on short, you can make money on long as well. And that is what this robot can do. So now, once you have understand how to set up your robot, you proceed and start to make money immediately. Now, we'll quickly talk about the last two robots because we can't explain everything in one training. Yes, you will be definitely confused. But that is not what I want for you. I want you to leave this meeting having something in your arms, having something in your hand that you can look back to tomorrow and you'll be grateful you stumbled across this particular training. Now, when you look at this place, you will see DCA spot. DCA spot is similar, like what I explained first, but is a bit, different based on the coin selection. If I come this place, I'll click on BTC, and it will bring me to this place where it allows me to select coins by myself, one after the other. So if I decide to trade now, let's say I want to trade on home, I'll just click on home. And this, I will put the amount of money I want to trade this coin with, and I will come here and I will determine my take profit. So you can see the take profit is at what? Is at 1.48 at default. So I can decide to change it. So every of these things has already been explained to us in our strategy. And that is the most beautiful thing about this. So, and once you're done in setting up your parameters, you hit on launch and it will trade for you. Then you can decide also to use the DCA features. On DCA features, you select coin as the same like you do on the previous one I showed you. You click on all, it brings you to this interface where it allows you to select any coin of your choice. Now here, let's say I decide to trade on ENA. I decide to trade on ENA, I can decide to trade it on long. And once I click on long, I will set up my parameters. And after that, I'll determine my take profit, which is at the default is at 1.68. I can decide to take profit at 2. I can decide to take profit at 3 or 4. And once I'm done, I'll click on launch and the robot will enter the market and trade for me. That is the beauty of what we do. Now, once the robot is trading for you, it doesn't matter whether if you're sleeping, it doesn't matter whether if you're awake. Once it reaches your take profit, the robot will close the deal and give you profit at will. That is the beauty. So once you are done, you click on launch and the robot will enter and trade for you. Now, you may be wondering, how do you understand clearly how to set up this robot? You are running so fast that I can't even catch up with what you are saying. Yes, I understand. Because this is to show you the possibility and how we do this and how you yourself can do it, and you will definitely be on profit. And because we know you may not be able to understand everything just like that, that is why we have inner group mentorship, inner private group mentorships. Now, what is the advantage of this private group mentorship? That is everything you need, especially in an environment like this. We don't encourage making money without knowledge. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not bring one, bring two. No. That is why when we send our group link, we don't even know whether you join or you don't join. If you want to better your life, you just click on the link and follow us on the training and take advantage of what we teach and make money for yourself. And tomorrow we can see your testimonies, right? And we share your testimonies. But we have this group mentorship to help those who want to help their life to be able to access an environment of knowledge that have the capacity to revolutionize their life from within. I became who I am today using this particular robot and achieving all the things that is in front of me because I was a product of learning. I started to learn from those who know before me. I made everything possible to enter the inner group, the Denko group, and I start to consume every knowledge that was dished out. And that is why in our community, we have private inner group mentorship, and we have the 10K group mentorship, and we have the non-traders group mentorship platform. And in these three groups, your success lies on the information you receive because it is all knowledgeable. All you need to do is to make sure you take advantage of them. The question is this: how do you gain access to this particular inner group or the 10K group or the non-traders group? How do you gain access there? It is very simple. Now, we recommend before you start setting up your trade, make sure you are added to this group. Why? Because this is a place where you assess the strategies on how to set up your trade and make money for yourself. This is a place you will assess mentorships on how to take advantage of the crypto market and also receive information about the crypto bull run and also receive coins to buy and hold for bull run to make money for yourself. And all these things happens for free. So now the question is, how do you qualify for it? It's very simple. As many that attend this particular training tonight, I understand very clearly that not everybody would even want to change their life. But for those who care, all you need to do is to activate your robot. How do you activate it? If I show you, if I click on this more, it brings me to this interface where you see under function, you will see store. When I click on store, it brings me to a place where you see different prices of what? UGAS. There is what we call UGAS. Pay attention. UGAS is like a fuel that every robot you can think of uses. Now, for example, our phones, which is our gadget, uses something like Wi-Fi connection or data. Now, whether you're using Wi-Fi or data, it is money that you use to activate it in the first place. Whether somebody shared it to you for free or somebody gave it to you or you bought it by yourself. Now, you can also have a car and you can't drive that particular car except you have a fuel. Now, look at this. This robot uses what we call UGAS. It's just the fuel that you can use to launch this your trades. Apart from this UGAS, your capital stays in your hands. So now you activate the robot, meaning that, okay, your robot is ready to trade for you. That is just the simple thing. And it's not peculiar about one person. It is for everybody, including me, including Boss Gideon. As far as you decide to use this robot to trade, you must activate your UGAS. Now, here comes the level of this UGAS and the prices. You can see the one of $45 and you can see the one of $95. and you can see the one of 540, you can see the one of 1,700, you can see the one of 2,400, you can see the one of 3,750, and you can see the one of 7,000 UGAs. Now, on these particular UGAs, we advise, if you want to buy your UGAs, don't go for the one of $45. No. Why? Because when you get the one of $45, number one, you're not going to have access to the inner group mentorship. It does not qualify you to the inner group mentorships. Why does it not qualify you for the inner group mentorship? Because that is a test boat gas. It is not for trading. How do we know a gas that is for trading? Because the robot has what we call trading speed, TVIP. So when you get the $95 UGAS, you'll be at TVIP 1. When you get the 540 UGAS, you'll be at trading speed 2. When you get the 1,700, you'll be at trading speed 3. 2,400 will give you trading speed 4. 3,750 will give you trading speed 5. And 7,000 will give you trading speed 6. Now, can I shock you? These are my secret. And everything we do it openly. Why? This gas, you are not getting it for me or for anybody. It is your gas that allows you to trade. Our job is to help you understand the setups and different strategies we use according to the level of gas and the speed you have, and you take advantage of the crypto market, which is open for everybody, right? But one thing that has helped me so far is actually understanding the speed earlier on, the value of the speed. And that is why we encourage. If you have the capacity to get a higher speed, do that, because speed is everything. Speed is business. Speed is success. And that is why, if you can get the speed 3, speed 4, speed 5, speed 6, it is actually one of the best things you can do. Why? Because we deal with a volatile market that changes direction in different formation. But with this, due to the activeness of the robot, you can leverage the market at will, and that is why you can see how we cut down on the profits. You can see an ordinary person who does not know anything about trading before can do over $3,000 in just a day. That is superb, for goodness sake. And anybody here can do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody, I mean anybody. So all you need to do is to activate your robot. Now, once you get the gas of $95, you will be added to our inner group, our private inner group mentorship, where you assess the strategy and also trainings on how to leverage the crypto market using the capacity of the boat you have with your capital, no matter the amount of money you have. You'll start to set up your robot and start making money using our strategy that is already laid down for you. Then when you get the gas of 540 or 1,700 or 2,400 or 3,750 or 7,000, you will be added to the 10K group platform. Now, on this 10K group platform, that is a place where you will access a strategy that numerous traders has used to crush over $10,000 in less than 30 days. And that is actually the challenge, the 10K challenge group. You know, the money in crypto space is out there for everybody. You can, if you have the skill to make $10,000 in one day, of course, we will study your strategy and we start to apply it. I did it. The benchmark was 30 days. I did the first one. I crushed 10K in 3 weeks. The second one in less than, yes, of course, all of them was in less than 1 month, but with up to 5 different accounts. And of course, the fourth account did over 10K in 10 days, breaking the record of other ones. Why? It could also be contributed by market condition and also the speed level I'm using on that particular account that can also trigger the possibility of the fastness. But I want to show you, any one of the gas you got, you will be added to this group where you start to take advantage of everything that is available according to what you can do using this particular privilege. Now, the non-traders group is an exceptional group where everything we do here is that we have discovered that this thing have the capacity to help you. This thing have the capacity to change your life. And we have done it, and we are telling you, if you're doing this thing as well, this thing can change your life. So for that reason, there is a promo going on, and this promo is specifically for the CVIP, and I don't know whether it is still available, because as you can see it, maybe it is no longer available, the CVIP. So for you to get the CVIP 3, you will need to, now let me show you, you will need to get the 1,700. For those of us who could not make it, right? Maybe due to the, maybe if it is possible, when our management request and they're able to bring it back again, fine. But if they're not, for you to get the CVIP, which will qualify you to the non-traders group, you have to go through the 1,700 UGAs, which gives you VIP 3. And through the influence of our coach, he can reach out on your behalf to get you CVIP 3 alongside of it. Meaning that you can also be part of the non-traders group. And I'm assuring you, you cannot miss that particular group for good. Just few minutes ago, we just finished on that particular non-traders group, and it was amazing. Another exposure entirely, another different horizons that have the capacity to get you closer to your goals. So now all you need to do is to get the CVIP 3, which can now be gotten by 1,700 UGAs. Before, when the promo was on, you can get it with 1,400. You can see it, but it's no longer available. Only the 5,000, which is the CVIP 4, is what is available right now. Are you with me now? So now all you need to do is get your UGAs. You will be added to our groups where you assess the strategies to take advantage of this business. Now, last but not the least, before I round up, we have different admins that when you come into our group, especially newbies, we recommend these numbers of admins that you can chat them and they will guide you neither to get your UGAs so that you don't make a mistake of losing your money when you are coming into this particular space. Why? When anybody chats you, telling you that I'm admin Chibike or admin Amara, admin Genevieve, admin Nessie, or admin Juliet, or I am Boss Gideon, or I am admin Caleb, chatting you up that I was sent to set up your trade for you. Oh, I have seen that you have bought your UGAs. We are sent to set up your trade for you. Okay, transfer your money to your U trading. These are scammers. Please, in as much as you are here to make money, we want you also to be safe. To avoid sorry. A lot of people will start making mistakes. After you have made the mistake, despite our announcement here, you will now start coming back to be chatting us and be telling us that I didn't know this thing is like this and others. Please, we want ahead of time. This is a financial environment where you know vultures masquerade, disguise themselves in sheep clothing to, to take advantage of the gullible. But I believe you're not going to fall for this. So please protect yourself by hacking onto our advices and make sure that whatever you do, you are the one that chatted the admin first. On no account should anybody send you a message first, be it on Telegram or WhatsApp. Block that person ASAP. We don't chat you first and we don't ask for money for you to enter our groups. And for this, I think I will be holding it here for now. Now we'll be welcoming back my coach, Boss Gideon, to round up this meeting for us. Thank you so much for giving me this particular floor.
Round up. Round up, please. I'm listening. Round up.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Of course, we are done already. But I want to appreciate you for joining this particular training because it's not easy. And I believe you got value for it. Right? I believe you got value for this particular session. If you got value, let me see it on the comment section. If you got value, let me see it on the comment section. All right? Everything we do here tonight, everything we do here every day is simply to help you make progress. It's simply to help you take advantage of this particular financial market that has blessed us. So anybody can do it. All you need to do is to learn, be willing to learn. When you come into our inner group mentorships, take advantage of what is given to you. Start to work on it. Start to understand it. And I bet you'll do well and your testimonies will ring bell. And of course, I know many traders are sharing their testimonies and you're not going to be the last. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you very much, Boss Gideon, and I really appreciate this opportunity. So from here, maybe tomorrow we're going to be taking questions. We're going to be taking questions. All right. So tomorrow we're going to be taking questions.